How is it going, lads, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video we've got some really cool FIFA 19 news, and this is not the cliche BS video where someone shows you like a few little gameplay things of FIFA 19 from EA Play and it's like, hey, this is new, and then titles it something that completely just isn't in the game. This is actually stuff that I think can really help people out. Now, I'm going to go through the pre-order editions of all three of the FIFA editions you can buy. The Standard Edition, Champions Edition, and Ultimate Edition. And we're going to speculate the date. Now, obviously, we can go by different years and accurately predict the date of release of FIFA 19. Like, we can't predict an exact date, but we can predict a rough time schedule. And there is also one thing that I want to go over, something that's really important with you guys that people never seem to like pick up on until like the very last point in FIFA, and that is EA access. So I'll go through all of those things in this video, so make sure you stay tuned to the end to check it out. If you guys do like this video, then smash like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here. We're really close to 40,000 subscribers. Let me tell you an accurate number of how many subs we're on right now. We're on 39,985 with 15 subscribers away from 40k. So any and all support is greatly appreciated. So let's get straight into this video. Starting off with the Standard Edition of FIFA, the pre-order Standard Edition of FIFA 19. If you pre-order the Standard Edition, this is the normal edition. It costs around £40 or maybe like $50, something like that. You get yourself 5 Jumbo Premium Gold Packs, 1 per week for 5 weeks. You get a lone 7-match CR7 item, and you get the special like soundtrack artist edition foot kits. Now, I have no idea how much the game is going to cost. However, all of this is only available for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Like, it's not available. I don't know if they actually do the game anywhere else, but they're the ones that it's only available for. And the way that you guys actually do this, if you guys have never actually pre-ordered the game before, which I find it hard to believe that some people have, but genuinely, some people have never pre-ordered the game before. You can do this via either the Xbox Store or the PlayStation Store. Obviously, I'm not console prejudice here. I'm not discriminating which console you use. You can do it via the store. Basically, you find it on the store. You actually go and you straight up like buy the game early. You don't get the game early, of course, but you can buy the game, get it pre-downloaded. Now, I don't know when the pre-download actually gets released. I think it's about a week before the game. However, you can pre-order the game now, or you can do it via something like Amazon or Game. What they'll do is they'll email you a code that you put into your Xbox and get yourself the pre-order perks. Or you can do it from your local Asda, Tesco, shops like that. It's really, really easy. There's so many different ways to do it. And if you do it online and you don't do it via your console, you'll just get emailed or given a code. Either it's going to be inside the game box, or it's going to be somewhere around there. And you guys can find the code. You guys put the code into your console, and then you get yourself the pre-order bonuses. So for the Standard Edition, you get 5 15k packs, 1 per week, which I think is pretty cool. I think this might be the first year they've given out 15k packs for people that aren't, you know, buying the best edition, so that's pretty cool. Now, of course, EA have got the licensing to the Champions League next year, which is fantastic. So the Champions Edition of FIFA 19, you pre-order the game and you get the game 3 days early. Now, if you guys don't know, this is not EA access. This is console, like cross-console wide. Like this is every console. However, I think you can't get early access on the Switch. It's only the PlayStation, Xbox, and the PC. But it's not EA Access. EA Access is something completely different. I'll talk about that in just a second. But you get the game 3 days early, and you get to play the full edition of the game with no time limit 3 days early. So the game comes out, for example, on the 29th. You get it on the 26th. I think that's how it worked. Last year, like, it did come out on the 29th. You got it on the 26th. Or maybe it was one day before that. But that is the biggest selling point, in my opinion. And it says play from September 25th. So the date of release is going to be September 28th, which I think is really, really cool that they've actually given us the date. I didn't even realize they'd given us the official release date. Now we know. I thought it was going to be like, I was going to say around the 28th or 29th of September. However, I wasn't 100% sure, but now I know. So the confirmed date is the 28th of September for the release date, and 25th for 3 days early. You get 20 premium gold packs, 1 per week for 20 weeks, which in my opinion is a really big seller. A lot of people don't realize how good these packs actually are. Like, if you're doing maybe a Road to Glory, you don't spend a lot of money on the game, you get a free 15k pack every Monday. It's actually decent. You also get a UEFA Champions League gold player pick, which I think is great. This is completely new, and it says choose one of 5 80 to 83 rated gold players from qualified teams in the Champions League. So you get yourself maybe an Ousmane Dembele, Antonio Martial, you get maybe a Marcus Rashford. Maybe if Eric Bailly gets downgraded because of his injury last year, maybe you get an Eric Bailly, someone like that. It's going to be really, really cool, and I'm excited for that. That's something completely new. We've never seen that before, and I'm assuming you get to fully just keep that player for the rest of FIFA, which is great. It gives people that are maybe doing a Road to Glory, or maybe just don't spend a lot of FIFA points, like a little bit extra just to have, which is great. So I think that's awesome from EA. You get a Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar Jr. loan items, so both of them on 7-game loans, which I think is also great. I'm happy about that. And I think it's really cool that they are actually they're actually pushing out Neymar this year. They're really promoting Neymar, which I think is great. And we kind of get like a little bit of a teaser look at the new cards. Maybe like it looks like the badge is going to be lower than the nation this time. I'm not entirely sure. And you also got special edition foot kits, of course. I think every edition of the game gets the special edition foot kits, which are it's usually about 5 or 6 kits, and it's just like really cool looking kits from the artists and people on the soundtrack. So that one is going to cost about £50-60, which is like $70-80, something like that. And that is the second tier of the game. Now, a lot of people go for this tier because you get all the perks pretty much of the next tier, and I'll tell you why in a second. I'll show you guys the perks of the next tier, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But this is what the majority of people usually go for. So if you guys don't want to like spend a lot of money on the game, you don't want to spend the extra money on the game, then this one is probably the one for you. And of course, it works the exact same way when you're trying to pre-order it. You can actually go through the different tiers on the Xbox and PlayStation Store when pre-ordering the game, if you guys want to choose which one to pre-order. And I think the same with like Amazon and places like that. So it's really easy, and you can just follow the steps that are on screen, and it's really, really easy when you want to pre-order it. So the Ultimate Edition. Now this one is usually about 80 something pounds in the UK, or 99 or $100 in the US, somewhere like that. Now this is like the best of the best edition. The FIFA 19 Ultimate Edition, you get pre-order and obviously get the game 3 days early. Play it from September 25th. Now the only thing that's different about the Champions Edition is you get 40 Jumbo Premium Gold Packs. You get 2 per week for 20 weeks. So I think that's like 5 months. Roughly somewhere like that, where you get 2 15k packs. Now don't sleep on these, by the way, because a lot of people get good stuff from the 15k packs when they get released, and they are something where if you're waiting on squad battle rewards, something like that, the extra 15k packs actually really help, and they're really good for your coin balance. Now I think personally I will be pre-ordering the Ultimate Edition just because that is the one that I am going to be getting. I think that's probably the best. I am going to also be purchasing an Xbox One X. I will be playing on the Xbox One X this year for FIFA 19. It's my predominant console. I will still have a PlayStation 4. I just won't play it as much. I'll probably just stay on the X for a while, because I think that's just the way I'm going to go for it. But I think that this is really good. Now, obviously, you get the UEFA Champions League gold player pick. You get the Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar loan items, and you get the special edition foot kits. The only difference being you get double the amount of 15k packs, which, if you guys are someone like that can spend the extra money and it's not going to bother you too much, I would go for this edition just for the 20 extra packs, because if you don't want to spend money on FIFA points for that week, 2 15k packs sometimes can really help you out on a coin balance. If you're waiting for foot chance awards, something like that, and you want to just buy a player to use, I think that the extra 15k packs are usually really, really useful, and it's something that I think is a great idea if you guys can spend the extra money. I think that it's probably advised. Like, a lot of people don't advise it. They say, oh, I'll go for the Champions Edition, but you never know sometimes. Like, an extra 15k pack a week really does help. Like, it really does help. I know for a fact that there has been times where I've wanted to put on like 2,200 FIFA points, which is like, I think it's about £16 on like a Sunday night, and then I've got my pre-order packs, and it's just like satisfied the craving, or it's just like it's giving me coins so I don't need to open the packs. So, you know, that's one for you guys. Maybe if you guys are the casual spender, it will stop you spending as much. Anyway, They are all three of the editions that you can get for FIFA 19. Now, the Champions Edition and Ultimate Edition aren't available on the Nintendo Switch. There's no 3-day early play for the Nintendo Switch. That's why. The only edition you can actually get is the Standard Edition for the Nintendo Switch, which I think is why they added in the 15k packs for the Standard Edition. But that is just like, I'm just saying that now, like before anyone gets upset if they can't pre-order it on the Switch, which I'm actually intrigued to know if any of you guys do play a Nintendo Switch. I don't think that's something I've ever tried, but maybe it's something that you guys play on. I'm not entirely sure. So the next part of this video I'm going to be talking about is EA Access. Now, this is something that is still only Xbox specific. It's Xbox exclusive, and the way that EA Access works is you pay a monthly subscription or a yearly subscription fee. I think it's about £4 a month or £20 a year. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that because that might be completely wrong. However, the way it works is you get free trials of like all EA games. So Madden, NBL, I think that's the right game title. I apologize if it's wrong. NHL, stuff like that, like the Pro Masters golf games, any sort of EA game, you get a free trial of it where you get to play the game for 10 hours, limited for 10 hours, up to 7 days before the game gets released. Now, the way that usually works is that, for example, this is how it's going to work on FIFA. On the 21st, around like 8-9 p.m., something like that, the game will get put on the EA Access Vault. So every EA Access member can actually play the game. And if you've pre-downloaded the game, there'll be like a small update and you guys can play it straight away. That is why I advise pre-downloading the game if you're pre-ordering it on your Xbox or PlayStation. It saves so much time. Now, on EA Access, it's literally the full game, but with a 10-hour limit until the 25th. So you have roughly like 3-4 days where you have to like preserve your time. One thing that I always struggle with was preserving my time. Luckily, last year there was a glitch. I don't know if that's still going to be a glitch or not. If it is, I promise you, I will keep you all informed if it does actually become a glitch this year, where you could not use your 10 hours or you could overuse your 10 hours and then still log in and use more time. And that was pretty cool. But it's one of those things where you've got to really like preserve your time on it because 10 hours really goes quickly. So it's basically like a trial for the game. Like, so people that, even if you don't buy the game, you can still download it and play it with EA Access. You don't have to buy the game to be able to play this. All you need is EA Access. So if you guys want to get your craving in before, or maybe you can't buy the game, if you can't afford it, or maybe your parents don't want to buy it for you or something like that, and you're not getting it till like Christmas or somewhere like just later on than September, for £4, you can still play the game for up to 10 hours early, or maybe if you kept on spending £4, you could do it. That's how it worked. It worked on different accounts last time. So that is EA Access in a nutshell. It's a 7-day early access of the game. You can buy FIFA points on there. You can play games, use the market, trade, anything and everything. And usually about 2 or 3 days before that is when the web app gets released as well. I think last year it was on the 18th or 19th the web app got released. It was on like a Wednesday night, I remember it. Because it was like 2 weeks late and everyone was getting really cheesed off. Or I think it actually might have been the date, like it might have actually been the 20th. Might have been, I think it was either the 19th or 20th last year. The web app got released the day before EA Access and everyone was really cheesed off. So that is just like, this is like my whole FIFA 19 sort of preparation video for you guys. If you guys are trying to get prepared for FIFA 19, hopefully this really helps you guys out. Let me know down below if it helps you guys out. Hopefully it does, because this is something that I want to bring to you guys, because I've been obviously like buying FIFAs and playing FIFAs and doing all this stuff for literally like 4 years now. So I'm pretty well experienced when it comes to something like this. So I really wanted to share my experiences with you guys. So all in all, the points to sort of note by is if you can spend the extra 20 quid on the Ultimate Edition, I personally would this time. Now, last year I would have said no, because like you didn't really get any kind of extra perks last year, whereas this year I think that the 20 extra packs probably will be quite worth it. So I'd say if you can, then do. Also, EA Access, if you guys have like you guys can get EA Access without buying the game, and if you do pre-order the game on console, pre-download the game as soon as you possibly can, because it just saves a hell of a lot of time when the game comes out, and you can play it literally on the dot when the game gets released into the store, which is great. Apart from that, that is pretty much everything. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like down below, subscribe if you guys are new around here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later.